Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
Oh, we have an atheist in here. Atheist troll. Mind offending your worldview?
Oh, this is the
Yes,
guy who
what?
this is the guy who I called
Yeah,
into his show and he deliberately disconnected me and then
You're
pretended
still not
like
over that? Jesus.
no, I'm not over
was
it.
yeah. Oh,
3
okay.
months ago. That was in
Hold on, please
October.
please do not overtalk me, okay? This is not your show, all right?
It was
Now,
my show.
I'm informing. I said this is not your show. I'm informing
show is
everyone in the room. Would you please not overtalk me? Right now, because I was asking him a question or two that he was incapable of answering, what he decided to do was get rid of me, and he feigned like we had lost connection. Well, the answer is we didn't lose connection because the clock was still ticking on my Google phone, which means we were still connected.
We were still
Okay.
connected. And how did I hang up on you?
How did you hang up on me? You
Yeah,
didn't.
you
You did hang up on me. You pretended like we lost connection.
And then I hung up on
That's
you.
what I'm referring
Stood
to.
here.
Sometimes I need help understanding, and that's the best way I can understand.
Not relevant. Are you listening here? You see, you're over talking me. My position
Well, you talk
at
a lot.
this moment, okay, I'm talking just as much as you are, but you're the one who keeps on sounding very confused.
Yeah, I am confused. You're confusing me. I'm very confused. Hello? Hello? Hello?
A few moments later.
Versus asserting the sky is blue as a Christian. Oh, there it goes. Maybe he lost connection. I don't know. Cease, I saw that you wanted to call in. Give me the first 3 digits of your phone number.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Disconnected me.
Or
I'll call you back.
Wait a minute. So you didn't lose connection on your end? He disconnected you?
No, I did not lose the connect. I did not lose the connection. I said to him, I have to switch my headset. Okay, and he disconnected me. And I called back and I'm getting answering machine. Now, did everybody see how utterly deceptive, deceitful, and evasive he was?
So wait a minute. He tried to make it seem like you lost connection on your end, but he disconnected you.
No. I'll call, right? And that had nothing to do with my microphone, okay? Because it's my built-in mic on my laptop. You know how I know? It's because the counter I was calling in through a Google phone, and the counter kept on ticking away, so I was still live on my side. He cut me off to get rid of me.
What I believe.
Hey, listen. We're only interested. Listen, we're only interested in talking with intelligent and serious atheists. Okay.
Cool.
If
was just here to
if
listen.
you are,
If you
please
want,
do
you
not
guys
please
talk
do not
about it.
overtalk me. I asked you several times not to overtalk me. Okay. Right. See, this is what you guys do. You go online. You pretend like you're serious players on YouTube, right? But you're not on your YouTube channel anymore. So tell us why you're actually an atheist right now. It's a very simple question.
Lack of belief in any deity.
I understand that. That's your definition, right?
It's what I believe. That's why I'm an atheist.
Okay. So, all right.
The definition doesn't say why.
Okay. Can we just conlac, please? Okay.
Relax, man. I'm gonna take your bone, okay?
I'll just call you AT. Okay. So
That's
AT.
fine, yeah.
Do you believe that it is not necessary to reference God as the necessary precondition of all facts?
I don't know what the necessary precondition of all facts means.
Okay, I'll repeat the question. Do you believe that it is necessary to reference God where God is designated as the precondition of all facts?
Well, you need to clarify what you mean by the precondition of all.
I mean that God is the ultimate eternal creator of everything that is not God.
And so you're saying that is it necessary that I presuppose God in order to understand anything?
Do you believe that it's necessary to reference God as the ultimate creator of facts?
Do I believe it's necessary to reference God as the ultimate creator of all facts?
Do you assert facts?
Okay, can we just let me talk with him, please?
Relax, man. I'm gonna take your bone, okay?
Do you believe it's necessary to reference God as the ultimate creator of all facts?
Still don't really understand the question. I don't.
Do you believe that it's necessary to reference God in order to establish the actuality and intelligibility of facts?
So I have to reference God in order to know something is true? Is that what you're saying?
Do you believe that?
No.
Okay. Now, that answer that you do not believe it's necessary to reference the necessity of God, what necessarily follows from that is that God cannot logically coexist in such a world. Okay. If you believe that facts, one or more facts, do not necessitate referencing God as creator, then God cannot logically coexist in such a world, which entails, okay, let me finish, please, because I'm trying to explain something to you internet atheists that you're not getting. What you have just affirmed necessary and logically entails, excuse me, the falsity of God. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So your position is not a mere autobiographical statement where you lack belief. Your position entails the indirect denial of the existence of God, right?
So what you're saying is that I have to.
You've now contradicted yourself.
No, I haven't. So
Okay, well, we'll go through this again. All right.
Go through your second question.
We'll go through this from the beginning. We're going to go through this from the beginning again. Okay, because I explained it clearly. We're going to go through it again.
All right.
Since you have affirmed that you do not believe that it's necessary to reference God as the precondition of all facts, what logically and necessarily follows is that God cannot logically coexist in such a world. Are we clear on that point?
Coexist in my world if there is a God. And
listen to me. Okay, I want everyone in the room to notice, because this young man knows that he, okay, please don't overtalk me, because then I'll have to server meet you. And I do not want to server meet you. Right? What this young man is doing is he's playing dumb for the purpose of delaying and dragging out and obfuscating the interaction. It's done on purpose. Now,
could we ever have an interaction?
Shut your mouth, microminds. Now, if you believe that it is not necessary to reference God for facts, that means that you believe that facts don't necessitate referencing God. God cannot logically coexist in a world where facts do not necessitate referencing him. Okay? What I just said to you logically and necessarily follows. It is ironclad. Are we clear?
I don't think it's ironclad.
I don't either.
Okay, I'll explain it a third time to you. Okay, in a world, okay, bye, Micromind. Okay, now you're muted, Micromind. Now, in a world where God is, all facts would necessitate referencing him because it's hard baked into the definition of God as creator.
Sure.
That all facts derive from him. Okay.
Absolutely.
In a world where God does not exist, there would not be any facts that necessitate referencing God.
How do you know?
So in your world,
because God wouldn't exist in that world.
Parakeet, please. So in your world, you believe that facts, that there are one or more facts that do not necessitate referencing God.
Well, I'll clarify. I don't know that facts.
Okay, I didn't ask you if you, now I want everyone in the room to notice, I want all my fellow believers to take note what this typical atheist just did. He's trying to change the parameters of what I lay down. I didn't ask you what you know. I asked you what you believe. You said, I do not believe it is necessary to reference God as the precondition of all facts. Now, since you do believe that facts can exist without the necessity of referencing God. That belief that you have, that is what you believe, right?
No, if there is or is not a God, so how would I
That
know
is
if
what
facts
you
exist?
believe. You believe that facts that do exist do not necessitate referencing God. That is what you believe, right?
Oh God, yeah, sure.
Right. That belief necessarily and logically entails the falsity of God.
Well, my beliefs don't have anything to do with if a God
Okay,
exists.
your belief logically entails that God cannot logically coexist if your belief is true.
Coexist with what? My belief system?
Yeah, notice this is the little game that this little weasel plays. Okay, they play
I'm not playing a
dumb. Okay, you most certainly are. Then you are one dumb
You're giving me
atheist,
much
and
too
if
much
you're
credit.
this dumb as an atheist, if you are truly this dumb as a young man, then you have no business doing an atheist YouTube channel. Then you're just some moron getting free airtime on YouTube. Now listen carefully. We're going to go through this again.
You know, I
You
only have
do
like 10
believe,
people.
you do believe that one or more facts exist and do not necessitate referencing God.
Possible.
If that belief is true, then God cannot logically coexist in a world with that, if that belief is true.
With those facts.
In that case, in that world, if that existed, there would be no God.
Right. So when you say you believe that facts that you're aware of do not, in fact, necessitate referencing God, then that belief statement entails indirectly that God can and does not exist.
Sure. Yeah, it's possible.
No, it's not possible. It necessarily follows from your belief statement.
That's what you say.
Okay, listen, if you're going to be a snide little asshole, I'll kick your ass out of the server.
I mean, you can. I'm not.
Okay, if you want to look, if you want to be a little punk and exemplify your name as troll, be my guest. But I'm only gonna put up with so much of your snide little comments. Maybe you want me to kick you out of here so that you cannot be exposed as the idiot that you are. Now, your position logically and necessarily entails the falsity of God, even if you claim that you're not denying God. Okay. Right? So you can no longer hide behind your atheism as simply a lack of belief. A lack of belief is ambiguous.
Yeah,
Okay?
I am ambiguous.
Yeah. So your belief that facts don't necessitate referencing God logically and necessarily entails the non-existence of God. Are we clear now?
I understand what you're saying, yes.
Are we clear that what I just said is true?
It's possible, yeah.
No, it's not possible. It is a logical entailment. It necessarily follows.
Well, yeah. If there was no God, then it would be logically.
That's not what I said. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't stop playing stupid, okay, because I've listened to you onto your YouTube channel streams before. I listen to a lot of YouTube atheist streams. If you don't stop playing stupid, listen to me carefully. Just pretend you are here. You and I are here. I would be talking to you the same way I am right now, whether or not there was anyone else in the room. If you don't stop playing stupid with me, I'm going to kick you and ban you from coming in here again on this account, and you'll have to sneak in on a different account. When you say you believe that it is not necessary to reference God as the necessary precondition of all facts, it logically and necessarily follows that God cannot coexist, and therefore God does not exist in that world.
In my world, yes.
So what you have affirmed indirectly, logically and necessarily entails the falsity of God. So are we clear on the truth of that matter?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
All right, hold on 1 second. I got to switch my headset. Logically and necessarily entails the falsity of God.
Darth, your
mic's
headset's
messed up,
like
Darth.
really muted.
All right, hold on. Okay, so I've gone through this with you 4 times already. What you have stated you do believe logically and necessarily entails that God is false. Okay?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
All right, somebody say something now.
Testing.
Okay, working. Okay, so your position indirectly, logically, and necessarily entails the falsity of God. Now, I'd like to know, how is it that God is false?
So, I mean, you're kind of forcing me into saying that there is no God based on this condition which you've set in your own little example. I can.
All right, I haven't stop right there. I haven't forced you anything. I have shown you the logical and necessarily entailment of what you stated to believe is true. Okay, I've explained it to you. Parakeet, please don't interrupt. Okay. Okay, I have explained this to you 4 times. There's no trick questions here. There's no trick logic, right? When you say you believe that it's not necessary to reference God as the precondition of all facts, it's logically and necessarily entails God cannot coexist if your belief is true. So your stated belief logically and necessarily entails that God is false. Now, how is it that God is false?
I have not. I mean, I haven't seen a God proven to me, so I don't know how I would know that a God is true.
Okay. All right. The fact that you have not seen what is ultimate and fundamental does not necessitate that it does not exist.
No, it could exist.
Okay. Now, your position is that God does not exist.
No, that's not my position.
That is your position. If you lie to me one more time, I'm going to ban you.
That's not what I believe.
Okay. You believe that it is not necessary to reference God as the precondition of all facts. Is that what you believe?
Yes.
Okay. That belief statement, if it's true, logically entails that God cannot exist.
Yes, if it's true.
That's right. Do you believe that your belief is true?
I don't know if my belief is true. That
I didn't ask you if you know it. I said, do you believe it's true?
I know what you're asking. I'm saying I don't know if
I didn't ask you. Okay, listen to me, dude. You're being a little deceitful little scumbag, and I've had just about enough of you. All right? I've watched your videos, okay? You're a little smart ass, and you're not fooling me. You're not fooling anyone in the room. You not seeing God, it doesn't logically follow from that what is fundamental and ultimate is not a personal agent. So I will ask you one more time to give me another rationale, not the one you gave me, because it doesn't logically follow. How is it that the existence of God is false?
I don't have any proof or evidence to say that the existence of a God is false.
Okay, so do you hold to your atheism that God is false irrationally and without reason?
No, I don't think that God is false.
Okay, all right, bye-bye. Okay, you're banned. Okay, you see, this is what we're dealing with. This guy is a piece of shit. This is what they do. Because he knows he's cornered, he lies. Okay, he's sitting there. He is literally lying to my face, and he's lying in front of everyone in the room. How many times did I go through step by step the logical entailment? Right, and I went through them 4 or 5 times. I went through it 5 times with him, and we did not hear any rebuttal to the logical entailment. And then when he gave an answer as to why God is false, well, I don't see God. And I said, it doesn't follow from the fact that you don't see God, that therefore what is fundamental and ultimate is not God. So how is it that God is false? And then he denied that it's his position that God is false. Now, that guy was lying. Now, is there anyone in the room who thinks he was not lying?
Okay. I have a question.
You can hold on to that question. Just wait, please. So it's clear to everyone in the room that he was lying. So there's no reason to continue the discussion any further. You see, this is the MO of what atheists do. They lie about their position in order to evade the implications of their position. He's a lying scumbag. How many times did I warn him? Don't jerk me around. Okay? Don't try to deceive me.
All I was going to say is he said that you were forcing him into that position, but what he doesn't understand is that the logical entailment was there prior to you showing it to him. That was his position prior to you revealing it.
Yeah. So,
Darth.
I warned him multiple times. And by the way, I'm well acquainted with this little scumbag, and he is a little scumbag. Okay. Now, go ahead, Kay.
Yeah. So.
By the way, did you get that, Tom Rabbit?